So I'm going to start by telling you my story. So this is me, and I am so passionate about this test-based concept. Okay, I've played football all my life since I could walk. I've been absolutely obsessed with it. I got my first team debut at Charlton Athletic when I was 17 years old. And after 8 years, I then moved on to Gillingham, and now I'm currently at Ashford. Took a step back from my career, just focusing on my career in personal training and my online fitness business, and also my family. Now I'm a mum. So looking back at my footballing career, I was constantly overtraining, and overtraining doesn't just lead to fatigue or reduced performance, it leads to oxidative stress, slows down recovery, weakens the immune system, increases inflammation, and heightens the risk of sickness and injuries. Young athletes are even more vulnerable because their bodies are still developing and they often train hard without prioritizing sleep or nutrition. So, this photo was taken after I had my second boy, as I went back after 7 weeks of having him. And this photo actually makes me a bit sad because I look super poorly, drained, tired, not knowing I had severe silent inflammation. I just thought I was a tired mum and I was meant to be like that. I was meant to feel like that. Well, I was super wrong. I shouldn't feel like that. I was determined to play and get back on the pitch. However, my body had other ideas. I started to get a niggle in the back of my Achilles. Lots of treatments in pre-season. I had shockwave therapy, physiotherapy, lots of treatment, and nothing really worked. And it was time to dive deeper into what was going on and, yeah, get some answers, really. So I then headed to rheumatology because I was in absolute agony. As you can see the photo on the left-hand side, my ankle was super inflamed. It was angry. It was keeping me up at night. I couldn't sleep. So I went to rheumatology and they told me that I potentially had an autoimmune problem and I had a reactive arthritis. So he told me the only way was the medical way. And at the time, I was in so much pain, I just took the drugs. So I was taking 8 drugs mainly. Is my little photo on the left. And unfortunately, it was just masking the pain and it wasn't getting to the root cause. Frustrated, not getting anywhere, I was approached by my old personal training colleague, Steve, who's on the call. Thank you so much. And I got tested and on the balance soil. And within 3 weeks, this was the size of my ankle. So I just tell you and note that on the left-hand side, I was on the medication for 12 weeks and there was no difference in size in my ankle. And within 3 weeks on the balance soil, that was the size of my ankle. So I then rang Steve and said, please, I need to know more about this product. Tell me everything. Because I was completely off medication by 6 weeks. So this is my balance test. So looking at inflammation in the body and omega-6 free ratio, which I'll explain later in the slides. It was super eye-opening. My omega-6 free ratio was 17:1. I was severely inflamed and I didn't even know it. This result was even though I was supplementing with omega-3, as I know as a personal trainer, it's really important to supplement in omega-3. So this was even with supplementation as well. My omega-3 index was 2.5%. And as an athlete, this should be above 12%. So again, really worrying. This meant I was at high risk of injuries, my mood, my focus, my stress levels were all affected and I could not concentrate. So I had zero protection and my cells were exposed to oxidative stress, which was highly fueling my autoimmune problem that I had. This shows being healthy and fit just isn't enough anymore. Okay, I was on a balanced diet, being a personal trainer. I know how to eat well and to supplement, but I was still had a health condition. So it's time to ask why. Why is this happening? Why are so many people who are active, look after themselves, why are they still ending up with chronic health conditions? So we are talking about letting your food be your medicine and your medicine being your food. We used to eat food from Mother Nature, straight from the earth and sea, but today that has changed. Most of our fish is farmed, fed on pellets instead of natural algae, and our diets are flooded with ultra-processed food high in omega-6. So looking at our DNA formation of 1:1, but science recommends us to be under 3:1. So I like to think of this as 3 fires in our body and 1 fire hose. And that fire hose can handle the 3 fires in our body, but anything above 3:1, that puts us in that red zone, in the danger zone. And that also puts us under a lot of chronic stress and at risk of a chronic illness. So it's all about the imbalance, too much omega-6 and not enough omega-3. This is fueling chronic inflammation, one of the root causes of today's health problems. Now, athletes tend to eat omega-6 fueled diets. They tend to reach for protein bars, snack bars, quick convenience meals on the go. Now, they get home from their studies and they're rushing to training, so they're just grabbing food, and it's often high in omega-6. It's a scary place. There was never any of these conditions around years ago, and now we hear so many of these conditions, cancers, inflammatory diseases. Younger people are getting sicker and sicker. So our body is made up of approximately 37 trillion cells. But when there is an imbalance between omega-6 and 3, our cell membranes can become stiff and easily damaged. So nutrients cannot get in and toxins cannot get out. This makes it harder for our cells to communicate, repair, and protect themselves, which over time can affect heart and joint comfort and immune strength, all crucial for supporting sports performance. So if you're currently supplementing on any product for sports performance and you are inflamed, it's highly likely that your body is not absorbing that supplement. So as an athlete, we're meant to be sitting under that 3:1, as I discussed. So where are you? Are you in the danger zone? So we all saw my test. I was 17:1. Okay, so I was highly inflamed and highly out of balance in that danger zone. So as you can see, we offer a range of tests, but the main test we're talking about today is our balance test. So why get tested as an athlete? Because we need to understand our baseline omega-6 ratio and our level of inflammation. To give you the performance edge, balanced cells lead to better energy flow, better recovery and energy output. Therefore, we're going to be fitter and stronger. We're going to recover quicker, faster muscle repair and reduce post-training soreness. Gives you, as a coach, a physio or a club personalised nutrition approach for peak performance. And accountability and proof of test results will show the improvement over time with the retest. So if you're a football club, a physiotherapist or a nutritionist, this can be a great tool and it can be integrated into pre-season, post-season, and it will give your club the advantage. So how comes we have the athlete advantage? Well, just like you measure external progress by strength testing or yo-yo testing, who's done that pre-season? Absolutely horrible. We are testing internally, okay? It's as much as important as our external testing that we do. We need to reduce hidden inflammation. A lot of the time it is silent until symptoms become present. So don't wait. The prevention is key here. We're going to maximize recovery, less soreness after training and matches. When there's periods of weeks where you have more than 1 game per week, the performance won't be hindered. We're going to boost cellular energy, better oxygen delivery, which means stronger endurance and more stamina. We'll have stronger immunity, less games missed due to sickness. And we have the results that are proven. Athletes will improve their omega-6 free ratio within 120 days, which is amazing. So in August, a large-scale study was published looking at 590,000 of Zinzino's balance tests. We found that there was an omega-3 deficiencies, even in those that were already supplementing an omega-3, like me. So elevated omega-6 free ratios were consistently found worldwide. And this has reinforced the need to test and highlighted the huge success within the balance test concept. From 1 million balance tests conducted, 95% of those individuals achieved a healthy balance within 120 days of following our test concept. So I'd like to show you my client, Josh. So Josh is a young, inspiring athlete who was pushing for the first team, and he was being held back in the under-23s due to having ongoing knee and thigh problems. So feeling frustrated, not knowing what to do, he was going physio, he was doing strength training in the gym, and he contacted me to get some help further and to dive deeper into what was happening. So I tested Josh, and he was indeed super inflamed and out of balance. Josh has then since been on the balance of 4 months now, and he's due his retest. And this is what he had to say. I can't believe my test result was so bad. I'm so grateful for Zinzino Balance Oil. I feel stronger and fitter than ever before. Since being on the balance oil, I haven't had any injuries. I even feel more energized, healthier, and recover faster. So I'm so chuffed to hear that since this, Josh has made vital appearances for the first team. So that's super exciting. So well done, Josh. And he was coming on, but I don't know if he is. So maybe after you can tell us about your story if you're on, Josh. So exciting times because athletes and top teams are using our balance oil and test concepts. And Man City and Real Madrid, they are actually buying Zinzino off of us and are starting to use the test and balance oil concept. This is really exciting for you guys. It's very new. And if you're a football team, sports club, or an elite athlete, this will give you marginal gains. Tests are sent off to the VITAS lab in Norway, which are home to other organisations such as the Zoe, Harvard, and other great universities. Tests are double-blind, which means a study designed in science and medicine to prevent bias. So as you can see from the map, it's a sad picture of health, as 97% of people are out of balance. But we do have a solution. That solution is we can bring you back into balance and in that safe zone in 120 days. That solution is our balance oil. It's not just a fish oil, it's a next level polyphenol rich oil that helps your body absorb and protect those essential omega-3s. Most fish oils on the market oxidize easily, meaning they go off or lose their power before your body can even use them. Zinzino Balance Oil is different because it contains the extra virgin oil, rich in natural polyphenols which work to protect the fish from oxidizing. We have a number of validations and these matter as an athlete. One in particular is Informed Sport. As an athlete myself, I understand I was always searching for products and foods best for performance. And with this, it gives us confidence that we're really supporting our performance with a clean product that has transparency and we can trust it. A lot of products I've taken in the past and I've took them not really knowing if they was doing anything. And now I can really feel it's working and I have proof with a blood test as well. And most fish oils you see in the supermarkets or health stores cannot make any health claims. And even to get 1 or 2 approved is very difficult. It takes rigorous scientific evidence and regulatory approval. And the Zinzino Balance Oil has 18 approved claims, and it's something that we can be really proud of. This means we can state that the balance oil will support heart and brain health, joint comfort, and more. whereas other products can't state it. They can just say this might contribute to helping. As an athlete, this is huge because it's proof that the product actually works and it's science-backed, not just a marketing hype. So we offer lots of organic products that do amazing things, but one product I want to show you today, as it's sports related, is the collagen. So not only do I love this product as it supports my aging face from being a mum, but also I tried it for my tendon pain because I had Achilles pain where the arthritis was. And now I don't have the pain at all, and it's really helped with my Achilles tendon. So collagen is made from bioactive peptides with vitamin C, fully absorbable and clinically proven to support joints, ligaments and recovery. It's clean, tested and science-backed, perfect for athletes who want to reduce their injury risk, train harder and recover faster, especially recommended for post-operations if anyone's just had an operation. So thanks for listening.